Hello, today is September 1st, 2018. My last call is I was looking for the pattern with the early high, which we got. We said there was a target of 2910.19. Thought it might not print. It didn't print Friday, but the time runs out early Tuesday. Futures are already at 2907, and unless we gap down sharply, I think we're going to see this price early Tuesday, and that's my call. The pattern really is a reasonably positive pattern here. We gapped down, hit lower lows, and couldn't hold on to any of them. That's pretty good. It can still be invalidated by gapping down sharply, but in general, late trends on Friday tend to follow through when the market reopens. We have a higher target, inability to hold lows. These are all positive things. During the day, MEJT said lower prices would print, says the move wouldn't stick, and that we'd retrace to this line, which we did. Said this drop wouldn't stick and we'd have a retracement, which we had. So here's my call for Tuesday, invalidated if we gap down sharply at the open. Well, this is the time we always look at the long-term picture. This DeMark sell signal has failed repeatedly on the rally, and had we dropped sharply and gone under this line, this would have been a great time for it to work. That hasn't happened yet. And unless we get such a sharp drop, which I'm not predicting at this time, unless that happens, I think that's going to fail again. Let's go over the reasons. Here was the argument. You have this long-term trend line. You have to break over it. If we hold here and reverse sharply, it's a very pretty picture. And of course, that could still happen. It's possible to count this drop as an impulse. You can count 5 waves, and you can count 3 waves up. But it really isn't the kind of sharp break I'd like to see if that were a major high. And this move isn't necessarily over. And there are other ways to count this too. You could count this as 3 if you really wanted to. So far, all that's happened is a retracement to a support level at the Gann fan line. What you really want to do with conviction is to invalidate the break over the old high, which is this blue line. And the longer you go without retracing past this line, the greater the odds this is not a Trader Vic 2B top, but is the real thing. Now this retracement was required by DeMark's work. You take this point and this point, draw the line. This break didn't meet his sustainability criteria. It mandates a return to the line. We've done that. Having returned to the line, unsustainable breaks, when they resume, become the real thing. Unless this fails promptly, having broken over the line and retraced to it, the odds favor going up. As long as the January high held, it was a pretty bearish picture. Burden of proof is on the bulls. That was my stop for the short position. The longer we hold over that high, the greater the odds. It's a bullish pattern. Burden of proof is on the bears. It's still possible for the bears to win by moving down sharply and promptly. But the longer we go without such a sharp move, down, the greater the odds the bulls are going to win once again. So the bear case isn't completely dead, but I think this isn't the kind of action I would expect to see at the beginning of a sharp move down, which is what the bears need if they're going to win. Once we rally past the old high here, which I'm not predicting at this time, once we do that, I think it's pretty tough to say we're not going to go even higher still. And this is my call for Tuesday, unless we gap down sharply. So we'll see if that works. Monday's pattern should be the one with the early high. That's today's call.